And we'll do just one or two questions today as well. Thanks so much for staying on. If you got to go, go. If you want to stay on, or welcome to the Q&A for those that are joining us on the Q&A. I got a great email from Ken Winkler. I want to share with you what he wrote. It's awesome. For those of you who are in the game of rituals, Ken has incredible insight on this. And I want to read it to you because it was awesome. Ken's been doing rituals for a very long time. And here's what he wrote. Listen to this. For those who are doing rituals, because a lot of my questions that are coming in the world of how do I do rituals? How do I do rituals? Great. Part of the reason why we do Q&A every day is because I don't know how to calibrate. So when you give me a question, you calibrate out, okay, spend more time on this, review this, why isn't this working? Listen to this idea from Ken. 4 tips on the 4 tasks. This is what he writes. Listen to this. You can use this. This is awesome. Here's a tip that gets me he's saying, how does he do his 4 tasks? The list, 1, he writes the list of things he wants to accomplish every day. He reminds himself every day this is aspirational, and he doesn't beat himself up if he doesn't do all the things that he listed. Now, here's the key. You ready? He says, when I wake up tomorrow, this is what he asks himself every day. When you're writing your list of 4, use Ken's question. When I wake up tomorrow, which of these things will I be most upset about if I don't get them done today? Isn't that great? When you do your 4 every day, sit down and do your 4. Ken is easier on you than I am. He's saying don't beat yourself up. I'm saying beat yourself up. If you can't get through the 4 things, beat yourself up. Ken is saying relax, Charlie. Have a little more. Ken's from Atlanta, Georgia. He's like, relax. Get some Southern love in there. Southern comfort. Don't beat yourself up. I'm from New York. Tough. Ken's also tough, but he's nicer to you. 4 things. If you can't do it, don't beat yourself up. Here's what he says. Use this. And trust me, when he wrote it, I was like, wow, this is brilliance. Ask yourself when you make your list, you look at your 4, look down at your 4 and say, when I wake up tomorrow, which of these things will I be most upset about if I don't get them done today? I will be happiest tomorrow morning if I wake up and don't have to deal with these items on the list. That's how you prioritize. Is that great? Try using that. We're going to call it the Ken question. When I wake up in the morning, which of these items will I be most upset about if I don't get them done today? That will help shape this list. I'll tell you a story myself. I've been doing these things for a long time. On Sunday, I had a lot going on. Saw Ken's question on the corner of my desk. I have a glass desk, and I use these dry erase markers so that I can draw on my desk because I don't know. I'm a drawer by nature. That's how I see the world. I took my marker, 4 things. I asked Ken's question. I said, which of these things will I be most upset about if I don't get them tomorrow? I wrote down my 4 things, and I got them done. Thank you, Ken, for that. Okay, let's get a couple more questions. There's 1 or 2 more questions. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, Ariel, just before we go on, maybe we'll just do this instead. Here's a flip to that for those who want to really get underneath the ritual thing. So if you want to get underneath rituals, Ariel says the following. Another alternative to that question could be, which of these 4 things are getting me closer to my ideal? So either way, it's a great 2 different flips to the same idea. But if you ask that question, you should be getting it done because you're driving your brain towards getting rid of the clutter. That's really what we're trying to get at here. Remember, in order to understand remember, a lot of what we're doing is removing clutter. A lot of what we're doing every day, distinctions, what we try to do every day on the boost is distinctions. Distinctions are the removal of clutter, right? When you speak to somebody, when you speak to a child and your child says, I'm having the worst day ever, right? You're not going to say to him, no, you're not. You try to remove the clutter. Why? Because this, because of this, because of this. Well, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. Tomorrow you'll be okay. And when you're done with the conversation, what you're doing is you're taking this sort of general ball of ambiguity. That was the worst. Kids speak like that. That was the worst. That was the best. You hate me, right? They speak in extremes because their brains don't have distinctions. And when you don't have distinctions, you live that way. You hear people, even adults, they'll talk about a group of people and they'll say they're all the same, right? Like anti-Semites. all Jews control whatever. I'm thinking, really? Have you walked around the Jewish neighborhood every once in a while? No, all Jews. You hear people speak this way? All Jews, all Democrats, all Republicans. Like, you hear people that speak. When you train your brain to live in the world of distinctions, you hear people that speak in extremes, and like it irks you. You can barely, you can't even hear it. It's like all. There's no qualifier to that statement. You're confident that you know all people that live in this place, and that's how, like, that's weak thinking. So the way you deal with it, the way like a lawyer would deal with it, is you don't go at them, because then it gets emotional. Then you fight. You start to create distinctions. Really? So you're saying that you mean Jews like this? You mean Jews like this? Oh, not those Jews. Oh, you mean the Jew that you met? Well, not that guy. And next thing you know, you cut around, and what you have left is the core. That's what we're trying to do with our brains every day. We're trying to cut around the core. What rituals are supposed to be doing is cutting around the core. If you have nothing in your mind, then everything matters. So what's the difference between some random email, a ESPN news about what's going on in the NBA bubble, or the most important thing you do every day? It's all indiscriminate, because you're not thinking in a very clear fashion. So the goal of 4 things is really to say, okay, cut away at everything. What's my most important thing? You're just pulling away and pulling away. So this is a great concept. It's a great concept, whether you take the Ken approach or the Ariel approach, but it's 2 different sides of the same exact coin. What will get me upset if I don't do it in the morning, or what's closer to my ideal day? Both things are driving you towards getting your brain to say, that's not, that's not, that's not, that's not, that's not, that's not. And then what's left is a big deal. And then let's end with this. Remember, all the wisdom that you need in this world, you already have. It's there already. You just got to articulate it. You learn to articulate. Most of what we're doing in life is clearing clutter. Okay. Hope and pray to only have good things, happiness. If you want to find out more about Tisha B'Av, please feel free. You can just email me, Charlie at Charlie Harary, or just go to my Instagram page or my Facebook page. And with God's help, I can't wait. We'll do Q&A on Friday with God's help. And thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks for your kind words. Thanks for your condolences. It means the world to me. Have a great day. And with God's help, I just can't wait to see you on Friday.